Hey everybody, Big John here. Before the podcast starts, I just wanted to let you know that it's kind of weird. We were having some audio issues with the mic. I tried to edit it as much as possible. We try to keep this podcast organic, so I didn't really want to try to re-record anything because it ended up being a good episode. Also, because of my hard drive getting wiped randomly, I don't have any of the intro music and stuff, so you're gonna get a special intro song. Hopefully gonna get all that recovered here within the next week. But thanks for listening and or watching the podcast, and I hope you enjoy this episode. And yeah, let's get to it, baby. Boop, 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 big boy talking. Boop, boop, boop. Big boys. I want my hard drive back.
Now it is.
Oh, you want some?
You want some? Sam?
Sam!
Sam! Show your foot, Sam, so they know you're here.
Here, can you put it up? Can you put it up?
Hey, it's Sam, everybody.
Yeah, right here, right here.
Our
Right
piece of manager
right
finally
here.
decided to show up.
I'm going to start right here, right? This episode of Big Boy...
Oh, shit.
Hey, everybody. This episode of Big Boys Talking is brought to you by Sam Ridenhour's Foot. Sam Ridenhour is our producer and manager here at Big Boys Talking. Everyone say hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam. Piece of shit. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Big Boys Talking Podcast.
Big Boys
Pa,
Talking
pa, pa,
Podcast.
pa.
I'm Maddie Light,
I'm Big John.
and we are here.
Here. We'll never get this right.
No, we won't. Yeah.
We got Sam over here. He's
Vape Nation.
chilling. There he is. Sam's Foot, everyone.
Yeah.
For all of those listening, not watching, Sam is the beautiful human being that plays guitar in our band.
He's our very own cotton swab, and we love him to death.
He's my little baby boy, and I would kill for him, and I almost did.
Yeah, John is his dad now.
I'm his dad now. He's just sitting over there on his phone.
He's so mad at us.
Dude, this is this is my favorite. It takes it to a whole new level of awkward.
We're breaking this weird fifth wall to the left of us. He laughed too.
He liked it. Oh, so we didn't have an episode last week.
We did not.
Because we were being rockers.
We were rock stars, and
Rockin',
you're not, unless you're a rock star. In which
unless
case,
you are
I'm sorry
rockin'.
that I said that.
But we were out on tour with our new homies, Blind to Life.
Blind to life, not
They
to be
are
confused
rockers.
with deaf to death.
Deaf to Death.
very
And we were
different
with
band.
Caleb to Life, too.
Yeah, Caleb to life.
Caleb
who is
to life.
Very
Yo.
different than Rick to life.
Yo, doggy, I got your hoodie in the mail finally. It's coming.
Hey, print 3X shirts.
Yeah, Print 3X shirts. What's up? Y'all don't like Big Boys or something.
They must have not heard that we were talking.
Oh, shit.
That's a beep.
It feels good to be back.
It does.
We're feeling great. We're feeling good. We don't have any plans for this episode, just like the last episode. We just figured we're going to talk about how we're rockers, and you're going to have to listen to it.
We had a lot of fun.
We had a great time. I think Sam's recording us from a different angle. Hey.
Behind the scenes.
Well.
Honestly, coming back to the real life was terrible. And this has been a really, you remember how the last episode we said that the week sucked? Well,
Dude.
boy, were we wrong. And this week sucked worse.
You're not kidding.
It's so awful.
It was like I was saying earlier, it's like it was the longest week, but yet the shortest week ever. Like, I don't understand how to put it into words. It's like each day felt so long, but all of a sudden I'm
It's
like,
Friday.
It's Friday? What
I
happened?
didn't get anything done.
Literally, all I did was clean up mess at work because people don't know how to work when I'm not at work.
I agree.
I think this whole episode is just us barking.
Yeah,
it's just Big
this
Boys
is actually
barking.
Big Boys barking.
Yeah,
30-minute edition.
it's just gonna be me yelling a lot. I don't know. I've got a lot of
Honestly,
pent up.
been getting that at work too. But end of the week, me and my homies come together, and we crushed it. So we're going into the weekend strong. I'm sorry that's not the case at your job.
Yeah, not me, man. We had to write up one of our drivers because he sucks. Oh! Hey, y'all don't know where I work, and if you do, shut your mouth.
Yeah,
I can
I
talk
think
about
you
what
do
I
know
want.
where I work because I always wear my work shirts. So not today though.
No, not today. He actually works at Captain D's, so there's that.
Yeah,
He's the fry cook.
D's nuts.
Oh! Now serving Ligma.
What is that?
Ligma balls. Oh!
Well,
I can't stop looking at Sam.
he's just over
He's
there.
sleeping just like he did the whole tour.
This man, Sam, is a large infant because he slept 18 hours a day minimum. He was awake for 4 hours to play the show, and then he would be thusly back asleep.
And instead of a pacifier, it's darts.
Yeah. He'd say,
He wakes up and says,
I need me a dart.
need a dart?
One time he woke up 10 minutes after we left the last place we stopped to ask if he could smoke a dart, and then got really angry and laid back down. But then for some reason we ended up stopping again like 5 minutes later, and he got so happy and he ran outside the van and smoked a dart. What a courageous story.
What a story of darting. If you don't know what a dart is, it's cigarettes.
It's a cigarette. John does not
Cigarettes.
condone it.
Nope. Straight edge. Speaking of straight edge, today, which is September 17th, as we're recording this, a band that I played drums for and actually Sam recorded the drum tracks for, dropped a single for the new EP. It's a band called Civilian Mind. Go check it out.
Do it.
The single dropped on No Echo.
It's awesome. It's fast.
It's very fast. I am very fat and out of shape, and it was very hard to play that. And I yelled a lot, but we got through it, and we didn't think they were going to like it at all. And then they were like, we love it. We're going to use it. And they used it, and it ended up sounding really awesome.
Did they hit you with one of those, we don't like it, we love it?
They, like, legitimately, like, he
what
was
a
just
bunch
like,
of
he was just, he was like, hey, man, something. It was something along those lines like, we need to talk about it or something. I'm like, oh God, here we go.
Juice.
So I just went ahead and was just like, look, man, I was really sorry. We were rushing. We just wanted to get it done for you. I feel like I could have done a lot better. I'm really sorry. He was like, no, we absolutely love it. And I was like, God dang it. Why didn't you just say that? No, but seriously, check it out. It's awesome. It's
It is.
cool.
It's really
a
good.
fun time. Listen to, again, I'm going to plug them again. Listen to Blind to Life.
They are awesome.
Yo,
They're
that
the
band
homies.
rips, and they are our new homies.
They
We
are.
got that Kentucky-Colorado connection now.
KY2CO. It's Colorado. It's Colorado, John.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Or however you say it.
We're cultured.
I got my Crocs on.
I got my socks on. Oh my gosh.
Man, people who aren't watching and just listening, they're missing out on a lot
They
this,
really
this
are.
episode.
They really are.
So we're going to get back into the whole tour thing. What was, like, one of your favorite parts or favorite shows that we played?
I think my favorite show, it wasn't like there's two things I want to talk about, okay? And one is like my favorite show, and the other is my favorite day of the tour.
Okay. We won't bring up one thing.
Yeah, no, we won't. We won't bring up this. Yeah, something bad happened somewhere, and we
then
won't
another
talk
thing,
about
and
it.
Another
Right.
thing we won't talk
Yeah,
about.
there's
that one show.
several things. Hardcore incites violence, and sometimes I wish it wouldn't. Anyways, I think my favorite show of the tour was South Carolina. And it's because it was, like, really awful the whole time when we got there.
Yeah.
Or not South Carolina. I'm sorry. Can we
Virginia
revert?
Beach?
Yeah, it's Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
It was really rainy. It was really awful. Our van was leaking on the inside. By the way, you rental car. Maybe we should just bleep out all that, but I'm really angry at somebody right now, and you better know it.
It's true.
Maybe we can bleep them out with their logo, so I won't ever actually say their name. It'll just be there. So it was really bad, and it was really awkward, and we didn't think a lot of people were there for this show. And then, like, right before we played, it was just like we started playing. Like, we started playing because we played before Blind to Life. And I don't know, like, the second we hit the first note, I was like, yo, this is awesome. Like, this scene is so cool, and everybody's so cool
Literally
here.
everybody in that room pretty much popped off, dude.
It was awesome. I don't know. It was just one of those weird, like, shows that you thought was going to go terrible, and then all of a sudden it was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's a tie between Virginia Beach and Fried Fest for me.
That Fried Fest is my favorite day of the tour.
Yeah.
Because it was an awesome show to play, but also, like, the whole day, like, literally start to finish, leaving Richmond, getting all the way to Muncie, Indiana, had a great time.
Yeah.
It was absolutely incredible,
It
and
was-
everything in between.
It was a great first day to kick off that tour, and like we got to see a lot of friends. Like I actually saw a friend from the band that took me on tour for my first time.
It's crazy.
He literally came there for like 15 minutes to say hey. And
awesome.
dude, like I literally saw him and I hugged him, and then I just like uncontrollably cried for like a second as I was hugging him.
Yeah.
And then I went away and I was like, I'm crying. And he was like, me too, man. Me
Aww.
too. And it was wonderful. I hadn't seen him in like
We got to see all the
10
people,
years.
man.
Yeah, it was really cool. So just thank you to Trey for booking, like taking care of Fried Fest and stuff.
Yes.
I think I think that went so well, and it was really cool that Tyler Bennett's family, you know, you could just see how happy they were.
Yeah, that
Just
his,
seeing all of that
his
happen.
scene
His
lived
his
on.
legacy
Yeah, literally, it's a
was
legacy.
living on through that, and you know, it's already been said that hey, this is going to happen again next year. So man, that was just
Yo,
it was
if
really
Outcast
cool.
is playing or not, catch me and catch yourself at Fried Fest.
Yo,
If you want to go feel loved, if you have always thought hippie festivals were cool, but you hate hippies, go to Fried Fest. You're going to have a great time. You're going to love it. You might even get some salsa.
110%. This is true. I got really scared for a second. I didn't think my mic was on, but then I realized I'm not talking, so there's no sound waves.
You can't see sound waves when talking isn't happening.
I'm
Talking, you have to see sound waves for it.
Hey, producer manager, is that correct? You got to see sound waves?
This Q-tip's looking at me so weird. Can
Dude.
we put up that weird picture of Sam where he's putting his tongue out every time we say anything to him?
Dude, he hates us right now. Sam came over to my house to riff, and we're sitting here recording the podcast.
Sorry,
Oh,
Sam.
he done ripped it.
He's riffing.
Dude, there's so much to talk about that tour,
There really is.
and it's just like I don't think it would bore people, but I don't know. I just don't even know where to start. Like I said, I think between Virginia Beach and Fried Fest were like probably like my two favorite shows sets wise. But what was crazy to me is literally every set we played, except for one particular show because we didn't finish it. But even though those songs still sounded good, like that's the most solid I think we've ever sounded as a band.
Absolutely.
And it was just cool. And it was one thing I really loved is that our boy Jack got to come with us.
Yeah,
I was really,
it was
really happy about
refreshing.
that.
It was. I think instead of like talking about the whole tour, I would just like to talk about like. I had a lot of firsts last week.
Yeah.
Like my first Fried Fest, my first time seeing like a ton of bands, and they were all great. I don't think there was a single band last week that I saw that I was like, wow, that was terrible. Or
that
I
is
didn't
true.
enjoy that. Like, even the bands that I didn't really listen to, like, I enjoyed. It was my first time playing in Detroit. It was my first time playing in Philadelphia. It was my first time playing in South Carolina. First time seeing a million homies that I haven't seen in 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
like,
since even before the
yeah,
pandemic.
because like some of those dudes, like Dave
Yeah.
Herbin, bro, I haven't seen you in like 3.5 years. So
Shout
it was
out
really
3 Week Old
cool.
Roses.
Absolutely.
And Freeze, the homies, the Philly homies.
Mother hecker.
Also, shout out to Sonny
Yes.
of Hate 56.
That's another thing.
He
We
came
got.
to, yeah.
It wasn't your first, but it was everyone else in the band's
Yeah.
first Hate 56 recording.
Dude, I think that's what was so fun for me is because I feel like I sound like that, like, old, like, oh, I've done this already thing, but, like, it was still just as fun as the first time for me. Like,
Yeah.
I've played all of those cities at some point. I've had video, like, Sonny record a band I've been in and stuff.
Privilege, am I right?
I'm just a rocker, brother. No, it's all. I swear, it's all coincidence.
It's
No,
an
but-
accident that it happened to us.
But it was really cool to get to be able to experience that with you guys, and like, you guys have that first taste of real tour. Because like, we go out for like 3-4 days at a time, but even then, there's sometimes in between those days we go home
yeah.
and stuff. So like, it was really cool to be like, we're out over a week, and in my head, like, I count that as actual tour. At
Yeah,
that
it was
point.
a struggle at some points, but it was really fun. And I think I would just go back and do it again, given the chance.
Absolutely.
Over and over and over again.
110%.
With like breaks in between for sure, because my body still hurts. But yeah,
Surprisingly, I'm okay, and I don't understand how.
I definitely hurt my ankle on my right side. Don't know what I did there. It'll get better though.
It broken.
No, it's not broken.
It broke just a little bit.
It's swollen, definitely.
My man swole.
Yo, put
Yo,
that muscle up again, baby.
Speaking of swole,
Sam's got a swollen face, and we're not
Sam's
sure
swollen.
why. We're going to feed him some Benadryl when this is over with, see how long he can stay awake.
from my teat.
That's not straight edge. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Boom, boom.
I had every intention of filming a bunch of video and stuff on this tour and stuff, and I didn't because I was just, I don't know. I'm like this at shows too. I hardly ever pull my phone out. I'm so in the moment.
Yo, I used to be that guy that pulled his phone out. I used to have like 4,000 pictures on my Instagram.
Yeah.
And one day I deleted a bunch of them because most of them were stupid. And I started realizing, like, I spent more time looking at my phone to take pictures of the thing I was trying to watch
Yeah.
than I did actually watching the thing. And I stopped.
Right.
Just put my phone up.
Yeah,
put my
yeah,
bag
dude.
down.
It's so weird because, like I said, like, I don't know, when I'm at a show, and it might have just been the time period I grew up in, because, like, when I first started going to shows, there weren't iPhones and stuff, which is funny to think about. But, like, everybody just had silly Nokia brick phones and
Yeah,
stuff, and cheap,
like-
like Sony Ericssons that didn't have
Yeah.
video.
There was like that
capabilities and
one
stuff.
LG phone that was a flip phone that came out that had like a like 1 megapixel camera on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I remember my parents had that, but you couldn't do videos.
No.
It was just photos.
Yeah, so it's so weird. Like I had every intention of like taking like a bunch of pictures and taking video.
We were gonna
for-
record podcast interviews,
and we just didn't do any of it.
Mason, our bassist, brought like his whole like Zoom recording doohickey so we could do van podcast and everything. And here we sat,
And we
empty-handed.
did none of it because we were too busy living the dream.
We're
baby.
rock stars. Get over
We're
it,
rockers
Mom.
now. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Hit my email if you want to talk to me. Just kidding. Just hit me up. We'll talk still. We ain't got nothing going on.
Sam keeps side-eyeing me.
Sam wants to fight us. I can't wait.
I won't break that little Q-tip body.
Sam, you got anything to say?
Sam Ridenhour, everybody.
Sam, everybody.
Can we get an applause
Yeah.
sound put in right there? Yeah.
Sam is actually going to be quitting all the bands he's currently in to play for 3 Nails. Catch them on a world tour.
The
soon.
cool thing is, we know Egg's not going to watch this podcast.
Yeah. Egg, if you actually watch or listen to this, there is a quiz.
There is. We will message you on Facebook the quiz in 3 days. Thank you.
Holy crap. Holy crap, dude.
Holy
Holy crap. Listen, I think this might be the most random podcast we've done yet.
Yeah, we definitely really didn't even when I messaged John earlier and I was like, "Hey, what are we gonna talk about? Like tour and stuff?" He was like, "Yeah, I guess."
Yeah.
And then we ended because we were so busy at work.
I've spent more time preparing the food for us to eat than I did actually.
We had
prepare for
delicious
this.
Philly cheesesteaks, and John also cooked sausages.
I cooked. Listen, I thought about how I was sauteing peppers and onions, and I was like, you know what else is good?
Sausages.
Sausages, kielbasa sausages.
Kielbasa sausages.
Oh my god.
Delicious.
Good meat treats. We had really good meat
Yeah,
treats.
not the bad kind. Not sriracha tuna.
Ugh.
Not potted meat.
Yo, I'm having some PTSD after that one.
Potted traumatic stress disorder.
I hate this.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I had a lot of fun on tour.
Me
And,
too.
Dude, it legitimately, because, anybody that follows our band or whatever knows what we do music-wise, Outkast was actually kind of calling it quits there. 'Cause,
Yeah.
it had been 6 years, 5 years, 6 years.
I really want to I think what really happened. Go ahead and say what you're going to say, but I want to say what I really think happened in our minds afterwards.
I think for me personally, it felt stagnant because what really sucks is we put out our best music during a pandemic.
That's it. That's exactly what I was going to say.
And so we didn't get to play it at first.
And it
and
felt like
then-
we were just stuck, man.
Yeah, and I felt stuck because the last shows we had played were and we were just playing the same places over and over and over again.
Yep.
We weren't getting any type of cool offers or any of this stuff. And then, literally every show we've played since,
July 9th was our first show.
I think so, yeah, since kind of COVID's ramped down a bit and, we've been able to have shows again, absolutely every single one of them have been complete and utter bangers. Even, ones without, a big crowd. It's just the people have been so cool.
Even shows that end way early, awkwardly, because of situations have been really cool.
Yeah, and, just Trey hitting us up to go on this tour and, it aligning just right to where all of our schedules made sense to be able to do it, because that never happens and stuff. And I don't know, for me, I think it was more or less confirmation that, okay, maybe we should keep stuff going a little bit longer because, we were doing this other thing called Retribution, and I wasn't sure about it because I'm still back and forth on that demo. I think they're really good songs, but after playing Back to the Basics songs, that EP, live, and the reaction we were getting, it really made me fall in love with Outkast again.
I think not playing hardcore for so long made me think that I was tired of hardcore, but really I think I was tired of not playing hardcore.
Yeah.
Which is super weird to think about because in my head, I was tired of playing Outkast songs. I was done with it. I was like, I don't even want to write more music for this band.
Right.
And then ever since, it's just, I don't know, I'm just going to end up repeating what John said. It's pretty crazy how it works, though, and how, maybe we will do Retribution. And, maybe we will put out an album of crazy, stupid, heavy, early 2000s metalcore-esque rippers.
Right.
Or maybe we won't. But I can guarantee you that you'll see Outkast in 2022.
110%. We're not hanging it up just yet. And this tour was 110% confirmation of
115,
that
we're upping it by 5.
Well fitting. 1,000%!
1,000 gex.
Oh.
I'll have you know that at this moment, BigBoys have at least 460,000 gex waiting at any point in time to attack the United States.
Sam, is that number right? Is that number right?
Producer Sam?
Yeah,
He
said
says
yes.
yep.
He said yes. So there's that.
Sorry.
We've been going for about 23 minutes.
We have.
It has been a ramble fest, and I'm having a great time.
It's been really good. I'm honestly not even trying to stop
You know what?
now.
You know what's cool though is Jack, our other guitar player, he was talking about the podcast just in general, and he says he likes the fact that we just kind of he was like, even though he's not with us, it feels like he's just hanging out and talking with us. That makes me feel good about this because that's exactly the vibe I want this podcast to have is just it's just homies hanging out talking.
Yeah.
Like whether you're here or not, because this is literally like, obviously we don't sit side by side and hold microphones, but like we talk about stupid stuff.
This is
giggle
the whole
way
week.
too much.
The whole time we were in the van, we were just having this podcast, but like
Without
naturally.
recording. Yeah. And it's just like nothing's really different. Like Sam's over here doing weird shit with the guitar.
He's probably gonna put his legs up in the air at some point. That's the way it works.
We're just having a good time.
Usually John would pop out with some sort of surprise for us, but if we could have just a moment of silence.
I've already showed you, but there's my Crocs again.
We were trying to have a moment of silence.
Oh, sorry.
So
Surprise!
anyways, John's surprise. John's hard drive completely out on him.
Yo.
So if you notice, the intro is different, and we're probably gonna have a new intro next week, but we have that special one this week, and
I was so bummed, dude.
you guys don't understand. We were about to record a video for Andy. Fruit snacks from Hattie Light. It's just Big Boys barking.
I'm going to try to recover my hard drive because not only did it have all the podcast stuff, it also had a ton of video from the very beginning of Outcast. It also had some Lost Boys stuff on it.
Yep.
Like pre-Outcast. And it also had a lot of pictures and video of like my children.
Yeah.
And my wife, like my family stuff. And so, dude, I legitimately, when all that happened, I sat in this freaking computer chair at my computer and I cried for about 5 minutes.
Well, yeah.
I sobbed. I was so bummed out, dude.
What I'm trying to say is 1 like equals 1 prayer for John's hard drive to get fixed.
Listen, I gotta recover it.
Please pray for.
Pre-pray for two back number.
Couldn't assume it. It's Pralo sick. If you have heartburn, we stole this from the Game Grumps.
Oh,
Tim.
Listen, it's funny because you guys were talking about like Game Grumps and all these other guys. Fun fact, I've never watched nor listened to anything by them unless you all have sent it in the group chat. So half the time I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But then I'm the weirdo that like, not weirdo, but I listen to like the Bad Friends podcast.
Yeah.
And like,
oh, what a weirdo.
Which you guys listen, I'll let you guys listen to a little bit of that episode. It's really funny.
The thing is, I didn't realize that I knew both the people in Bad Friends podcast because I didn't realize that it was like faces with names kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was just like the Two Bears, One Cave situation. Like as soon as I saw who was in that, I was like, well, I'm listening to that now. Dude. And knowing that they like have like crossovers and stuff, it's just it's
my
perfect.
gosh, dude, it's so good. I mean, like literally those two podcasts in particular were what really like inspired me for us to do it because I was like, man, that's me and Matt. Yeah, like that's us.
See,
being stupid.
I'm an actual weirdo, TM, because I only really listen to Morbid, a true crime podcast, and that's what they call their listeners. I love you, Ash. I love you, Elena. You guys are awesome. Read to me more about stuff. Oh, Sam and I were listening to one of their podcasts on the way home from Louisville last week, and he was like, can we turn this off? This is too much right now.
He got scared.
There was a lot going on.
My man got scared.
Mutilation.
Wait, give it.
Hang on.
Give him the mic so he
What
can
was
say
that,
it.
Sam?
This man put a human heart into a human vagina.
If you're watching the YouTube video, I'm about to remove my hat because that is not cap. John learned what cap was.
No cap, bro.
John knows what that means now because we taught him last week. Dab.
I'm hip now, guys.
He's so hip. I said no kizzy to him later in the week, and he said, "What is that?"
Y'all are freaking me out, man.
I don't even know what that means. And honestly, at this point, I'm too scared to ask.
But you know what? I'm your dad now. So there's that. And I'm hip to the hop, baby. No cap.
Posing increases your cool percent by 7 to 10%. No cap.
No cap. 1, 2, 3.
Big boys talking.
No cap.
No cap.
Big boys talking.
drive back.